there's a good chance that you are more experienced, more knowledgeable, or more of an expert at something than you're giving yourself credit for. And I'll use a personal anecdote to back this one up. About a year ago, a little over a year ago now, at the end of 2023, I noticed that there were more aspiring coaches following me than anyone else. My audience had shifted. Okay, when I first went online in 2018, it was all fitness, right? It was all people looking to lose weight, CrossFitters looking to optimize their performance, along those lines, right? And as it progressed, I was in my gym, I was the boss of my gym. I was in charge of making sure that my coaches knew how to approach their clients, knew how to sell personal training packages, knew how to enroll new clients for our gym. And this is what I was doing in my gym. And at the same time, I missed coaching. So what did I do? I went online and I started coaching fitness online. Now I'm coaching fitness online on one side of the fence, and on the other side, on my side gig, I'm coaching fitness online on one side of the fence as my side gig. And on the other side of the fence, I'm showing up in my gym. And it's a funny little Freudian slip there because the gym started to become my side gig. More and more of my energy started going into coaching online. And that reflected itself in energetic happenings in my gym that ended with me choosing to separate myself from that journey at the end of 2021, along with a realization that came from my little brother passing. Now, 2022, I go online full time. And all along the way, having $17,000 months, $15,000 months, having a successful launch of my program, and running a couple of cohorts before going back to more one-on-one focused, something was interesting there in the energy of it. There was something missing. And coaches started coming back to me in early 2023, guys who had went through my program. They're like, hey, man, how'd you build this? Like, you ran a gym for, 8 years. You've been an entrepreneur for almost a decade now. How'd you do it? Because after I went through your program and I had the impact of your coaching, I decided I wanted to give that to other people. So I went and I got the Enlifted Level 1. By the way, highly recommend Enlifted as a certification for any coach or change maker out there. I went and got the Enlifted Level 1. I went and got this nutrition certification. I want to start coaching, but I don't know where to start. And at this point, I looked at them and I was like, guys, I'm not a business coach. Like, I can recommend you someone. I'll mentor you a little bit if you want, but I'm not a business coach. And one of them said, well, you're my favorite coach I've worked with, and you've been in business. Could you just mentor me for a little bit? They started seeing results. So I went and I looked at my audience and I said, hey, who's in here? Now we're back to what I was talking about earlier. I said, who's in here, guys? And I gave choices, right? Because I was still thinking that I was an online fitness coach who had ran a gym. And I gave choices. I was like, are you here to get in shape? Are you here for your mindset? Are you here to learn to love yourself? Are you an aspiring coach who's following along and looking to me for leadership? Aspiring coach beat out everything else. And people looking for fitness, that was the lowest category. You see, along the way of me being a fitness coach an online coach who had ran a gym, I had started to advertise on accident, because it's who I'd become, that I was actually an entrepreneur who also coached. And there's the difference there. Therein lies the rub, right? So I noticed there's a lot of aspiring coaches following me. So what do? I offer a free workshop. I say, hey guys, I'm starting to realize that a lot of coaches go off on their own, or they start online with these coaching certifications. And I've taken that for granted, my business acumen. Who wants to do a free workshop? We did a free workshop in December of 2023. 2 people signed up off the backside of that, a third in before the new year, and we were off to the races. 2024 was a wild ride for me. Okay, we ended the fitness coaching period of Chase's life. Since 2008, I've been coaching fitness, and that is coming to a close. My last personal training client officially ended in December 2024. I stopped taking online fitness clients in Q1 2024. We built out a robust curriculum of content funnels, DM practices, authentic sales practices. It has brand new coaches signing high ticket clients, and it has established coaches hitting 10K months again, finally finding their footing as the market continues to shift. And just this week, just in the last 48 hours, I had this realization. I was talking to a coach who went through our coaches development program at my gym. It was a 12-week program. It was $3,500, and there was no job placement guaranteed. And it was the thing that you needed to do if you were going to have a shot at being employed at Ardent Fitness. You know who ran that? I ran that. I built that. I built the curriculum. And I realized in the past week that I've been doing this business coaching, this training coaches on how to sell, on how to show up, on how to ethically market their services for longer than I thought I have been. You see, from the minute the first coach came in who had less experience, who was brand new, had their CrossFit level 1 and nothing else, I've been teaching. And I'm not saying this in like a braggadocious, I've been coaching longer than other business coaches. I'm using this as a point of reflection that through this whole year, it took me until the last week of December, maybe the first week of January 2025 even, to recognize this in myself. And I use this point of reflection to hopefully spur in you. What have you been doing for longer than you give yourself credit for? What have you been doing that is of value, that has been creating change that you may or may not have been getting paid its value for, but that you have the experience in, that you just have yet to recognize and give yourself the credit for? Just like I, up until the last week, had yet to truly recognize and give myself the credit that I created some world-class coaches. I helped train and develop people inside my facility that went on to own their own gyms, that went on to ascend through fitness coaching and become successful chiropractors. People who came from the medical field, who were flight for life nurses, who came in and decided they want to go through our coaches development program and now have their own brick and mortar fitness facility. I trained 3 coaches who went on to excel into gym ownership, and a 4th who now trains some people out of their home. And I say that more for myself than for anything, to help seal that in, that business coaching did not start for chase. Helping coaches develop their craft and learn to sell themselves and sell their services and meet their clients where they are did not start in the last year. It started in 2015. And it's just taken through this last year for me to really fucking recognize and own that this is what I've been doing. That while fitness was my thing in 2008, as soon as I opened my gym, my lead role became coach development, became sales development, became teaching coaches how to take their skills, meet their clients where they are, and enroll them into high dollar personal training packages that help to pay their bills and provide actual massive impact to their clients. That's what I've been doing for going on 10 years now. What have you been doing longer than you have been allowing yourself to take credit for? There's something that you have been doing that you have just been taking for granted, because since you do it, oh man, I guess everybody else must be able to do it. No, fuck that. You've put in the reps. You have actually put in the reps and put in the time to hone this skill. And now it's of value. And my question to you is, are you being compensated? Are you making a living in a value equal to what you have put into this? Is your craft that you have honed providing for you and your family? If so, fucking awesome. I guess this pep talk was just extra icing on the cake. If not, why? Why? And what's keeping you from stepping in and owning the fact that you are the professional? We'll keep this one short. If you're at the end of this, you're like, man, where do I go from here? There's 2 links in the comments. One's to the school community where you can come in and glean all the resources. You get a 7-day free trial. You get a free call with me. If you want to go that route, click that one. If you just want to jump on a call and see what I'm all about before dipping into anything, let's chat for 30 minutes. No hard sell, guys. I just want to have conversations. I don't know if I can help you anyway until we get done talking. So thank you for being here. I appreciate you. We're back on it. Weekly podcast coming in hot.